What's good? How y'all doing out there? It's your man, God Science, up in here with a quick video. I always say quick, but that shit ain't quick. Start ranting. Anyway, hope y'all doing great out there. Thank you for watching and subscribing to the channel. Now here we go. I didn't know all this drama was going on with brother Polight and young Pharaoh. I was on vacation, a little spring vacation from school, so I took the family out to Universal Studios, had fun, rode the Harry Potter ride and shit, regular stuff. But it was good, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I came back and I was getting, lit up with videos. And before I even made a video, because I wanted to make a video and see, like, see, I knew it or some shit. But I was like, let me watch every side. Watch young Pharaoh, watch brother Polight, and see my opinion on things. Now, I'm not close to the situation. I'm not in none of these brothers' circles. I'm just speaking from someone that's been watching the videos, shit like that, for years, and what I'm seeing from my end, my perspective. And I don't want to do it, man. This hurts, but I gotta say that Polight is more. Polight is more. I'm more on Polight. I won't say Polite's side, but I agree with Polite's argument more, and here is why. Now, we have seen the videos that I've done about Polight. I'm not taking that back. I'm not a fucking hypocrite. I'm just not. Did I say hypocrite? Hypocrite. Sorry about that. Anyway, um, I'm not taking none of that shit back. I don't agree with fraud and all that type of shit, and that shit is still around Polight and Minister Inky, and they need to deal with that shit. But I'm talking about the information. What happened between him and young Pharaoh. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this. Pharaoh is right when he said that the girl was biased. I think she was a little biased. I have done a video talking about she didn't ask Polight any real questions to me. More like the questions was handed to her. You can ask this, you can ask this. I'm just speculating, but it sounded like that. It wasn't on like a real interview. So so it just came off as if she just wanted to be on the live stream with Polight, using Polight nutsack. But brother Polite's nutsack. Anyway, um, he's right about that. He's right about the fraud. He's right about all that shit. But it just seems like every single time it's like some to critique this information or debate, it's always something going down. It's always something wrong. Now I've been watching Young Pharaoh for years, right? From since he came out. He hasn't been out I don't even think more than 5 years, but I've been watching him from, I won't say his inception, but when he started going on Sign. All right. And then I started following his page. And every time it's like an interaction that goes wrong with other people, it always seems that he's like, it's their fault. It's their fault. Now we know people are assholes and shit like that. But the universe just don't operate like that. Whereas, like, say for instance, this is my sixth marriage. And if you ask me every time I'm pointing the finger at that woman, now, it's not saying that women might have done something wrong or they do things I don't like, but I gotta look at myself too. And I think it's just he was just nitpicking shit. Like, oh shit, why you look at me like that? You look at me like I can't do this shit. It just came off that way. Now, I'm not saying that's what it is. He's he's young Pharaoh. I can't tell him about his life and his interactions. I'm not saying that. I'm saying how it looks, man. All right. It's just like now, yes, I was interested in seeing this debate. I know that the debate's not going to change anything. Okay, we know this information already, and it doesn't seem to help some of our behavior. All right, as a people, some of our behavior in our community, they have a slight intent to know the greatness that came out of Egypt and the things that we're capable of, but stuck in the matrix. I know it's a hard fucking job trying to live on your higher self. I go through the struggles too. Shit, every time I pass Popeye's fucking chicken, man. Popeye's fucking chicken. And they throw the smell out when you like even passing right by the like on the street, and you're like, oh my gosh, 2 piece with some biscuits. I can't eat that shit. That's my you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. All right. A 2 piece of Popeye spicy, man, a breast and a leg with some biscuits. Psh, man, y'all niggas, y'all don't know. Now, I try to restrain from that. I'm not gonna lie, like these other motherfuckers. Even if I'm on a spiritual awakening, I would say like 6 months ago, I ate piece of fried chicken. There you go. I'm fucking human. Now I respect people and like admire them to a point that have the willpower to restrain from these things, and I guess that's with my growth. But you know, I'm just trying to I'm just being real, and of course people gonna say, oh, you a fake, fuck y'all. Anyway, yeah, this shit with Polight and Pharaoh. This is what the video is supposed to be about. I'm talking about fried chicken. Anyway, yeah, Polight, I agree. I don't want to. It's like I don't want to agree with him, and especially Minister Inky, because I think he just did a lot of sucker shit. And I don't like how Ali Muhammad's are responsible of spiritually raising his freakers, and like how he talked about him. You know what I'm saying? Even if they had their personal views, you have to show respect to your, like, if that person is your, I won't say he's a spiritual father, but he played a part in it, and then turn around and talk. That's so that really like turned me off of him. But I can't deny what the fuck they were saying in the video, man. It just made fucking sense to me. It doesn't mean I don't like Pharaoh. It doesn't mean that I don't support the brother, because I look at his intentions. I don't agree with some of the shit he says. Some of the stuff I do. I don't agree with the move sometimes he make. I think he's, because everybody's saying he's young. He's young. Pharaoh doesn't want to hear that shit. So we can't use that. He doesn't even want to hear that shit. Okay? And for a young person, in his, I think he's 23, he has a lot of knowledge. He's doing things that he's ahead of his time that I wish I was. I didn't start getting into this shit till like in my I'm in my 30s now. Like my mid 30s, I'm in right now. Starting in like 29, 30 is when I started, just when I started getting into the Nation of Gods and Earth, he's ahead of his time. But at the same time, it's like the alien shit is what I think threw it off. You know what I'm saying? Now, with aliens, I always try to keep an open mind, because I saw something when I was young. I'm not saying it's a UFO. What I'm saying is the shit didn't move like a fucking airplane, and it had a lot of weird fucking lights. I will never forget that. I was like, what the hell is that? Okay. Now I don't tell people about it, because majority of people, you don't see UFOs every fucking day, so they'll think you're fucking crazy. I don't care. I know what I saw. It could be a secret government plane. Yeah, I ain't not saying that. It don't have to be have to be a UFO, but it was some weird shit. Now, so I was always fascinated with that shit. Watching ancient aliens on History Channel. I was always fascinated with how they travel. I'm a fucking nerd. I can't help it. All right. So I always keep an open mind when it comes to that. But Polight said, if you're talking to now, this is if he's talking to UFO aliens, and I know how it sounds. It sounds to every regular person. It doesn't. It's not going to sound. Not everyone is going to be like, I believe this brother had experience. I believe he had experience. I don't know what it was. Maybe it wasn't a UFO alien. Maybe it was some other. There is other dimensions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now that goes if you agree with that or not. But you can tell he believes he had a fucking experience. So I understand that. But by Polight asking, so why didn't you ask questions like, what? How can you help us people? That's a legitimate question. Now at the same time, I know Polight was being kind of smart with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a fucking legitimate question, man. Now all the kikiing, I think, when with Inky. I didn't think Inky should be there. You know what I'm saying? But he was. Now I didn't think he should be there in that video, but the video that Polight did about the trolls, you know, and that being steered the wrong way by trolls, I gotta agree with some shit that he said. You know what I'm saying? And that's being, if I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna be a channel that's fucking objective. I'm not biased. I gotta be like, I gotta be fair, even if someone I don't like. But they said some real shit. Polight took some real shit, and Elder put up a video. Shout out to the Elder. I have nothing but respect for the man. He's out of Louisiana, I think. I forgot his name. But I think he had it a little backwards when he talked about said that it was the oldest religion, and Pharaoh believed that it wasn't the oldest religion. No, Polight believes that it's not the oldest religion. I think Pharaoh, and I never heard him said it, but they act like it was the oldest religion. That's the first video. I watched it. So, and that's the main thing that I had doubts when Seti and them first brought this up. But now it's like when I heard Polite's argument, I was like, from that perspective, yeah, it could be fucking deciphered. And then they go into the sciences that exist now, the mathematics, all these fucking things that's pushed society forward. You know, like I said, for me being on this journey and start really fucking reading, I used to just watch videos. Then I learned that I had to fucking read and learn on my own. And everywhere I search, occult science, what I'm studying now, alchemy, all these things, Egypt keeps fucking popping up. You know what I'm saying? And these things is real. These things is fucking real. You don't think it's fucking real? What do you think the 1% of this world, what they doing? You talk about all these secret societies, and they have our fucking sciences and they're using that shit. It's real. So it had to be fucking deciphered to a certain extent. We like the unks and all these things. I mean, I might be biased a little bit because I don't see how you cannot admire Egypt and the things that they were doing there, man. It was like, woo, the things that they were doing. They were in tune. I can't even fucking explain it, but they were in tune spiritually. They had the perfect fucking, I guess, because the things that came out of there, everybody took something from it. So I don't see how it can be deciphered. And Polite argument to me won. So anyway, that's it. I wish this had went down. I don't want to see these two brothers now. Pharaoh. Then it starts with the insults as usual, to show you that this is just ego. It's entertainment to me. I know this is ego. This is ego at its fucking finest, ain't it? The thing with me is, isn't it supposed to, consciousness supposed to be learning how to tame the fucking ego? Like real consciousness? Isn't it supposed to be like we're supposed to tame it? We gotta have our ego. It stops us from getting run over by a truck because we refuse to cross the road till it's safe. That's our ego. We need it. But all this shit I'm beating, it's just ego shit because it never fucking works out. So I read that somewhere. As long as you follow the road of the ego, it never really works out in the fucking end. The ego, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's a whole different video. It's the bringing his son at it. Now I don't know, man. Like I said, it's only a certain way. It's only certain far I will go because I don't know I'm not up close and personal. I'm not gonna speculate and fucking slander like other motherfuckers to get views. I will get views the hard way. Okay, it's gonna take me a long out time to not speculate and say I heard this or this is real. This is really what's going on, and to get clicks and views. Yes, it equals more money. I just have to find another fucking way to get more to get money. I'm not gonna do that. That's just my character. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a little bit of responsibility when it comes to doing this shit. These are real fucking people with real lives. You know what I'm saying? And like Polight was really saying, it seems like Pharaoh is always attracting some fucking. Now everybody will say yes. Some people do hate on him because he's young. He has a following, People gravitate to him because I think they see his intention. His intentions is real. He's like probably he's just like a dude when in prison started getting conscious and tired of seeing his people, not live going to their fullest potential. So what he believes, what he's teaching is right. I get that. So it's not a hate thing on him. But then and this shit is looking like you're copping out, man. It we either with SETI not doing fucking interviews, not fucking getting that shit critique, canceling his comment shit because he don't want people to ask fucking questions to him every time it's a debate. If anybody laugh at him or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Fuck what other people think. You know what I'm saying? That's just their thoughts. Now I understand people laughing at you and shit like that, regardless if I sit here and say that you have to be into years of getting rid of your ego and shit like that to somebody to stand there and laugh at you and it doesn't even affect you fucking one bit. I think that's where we're supposed to go with consciousness. To that point, there's a certain calm when you talk about consciousness and enlightenment. Now, that's ego shit. Anyway, I don't want to be talking y'all. Oh, damn, I gotta go in here and buy some stuff. Thank you guys for watching the channel, supporting the channel, listening to what the fuck I have to say. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And as usual, stay fresh and stay safe and stay blessed up, y'all. Really. Peace.